Hey everybody, and a good Friday to each and every one of you, July 9th, 2021. Well, this looks so nasty, don't it? Elsa brought some flooding up in the New York area, flooding the subway. Look at that nasty water, that poor woman there. Also in Philadelphia, they had a bunch of down power lines that burned. When I made that video yesterday, it was right before I got the worst of what I was going to get, but everything was fine. But soon as I quit that video, all heck broke loose. The water rose, the wind picked up, and then about 2 hours later, we had a tornado out on River Road. It didn't touch down, but I live in River Acres, and River Road is my main road. I'm probably 2 miles from River Road. So, yeah, we had some stuff happen. Lots and lots of tornado warnings all over North Carolina yesterday. Hyde County, Wilson County, Franklin County. I could go on and on. We had a whole bunch, but so far as I know, nobody got hurt, and I don't know how many of them did actually touch down. I know they were there. So, with that all said and done, my goodness gracious, thank you, Jesus. Elsa's moving on. We're going to check her out along with another little system down around Texas. So, stick around. Let's just go ahead and get all of this tropical stuff out of the way and get on with the rest of the weather, because we do have some severe weather that's looking like it's going to pop up today. The heat's going to pop up for many again, so here we go. Elsa, the winds are 50. The barometric pressure is 1,000 millibars. It's located 39.4 north, 74.3 west. Elsa is a booking. Now, for all you guys that are still experiencing some things from Elsa during the morning hours today, Elsa's going to move on out pretty soon. It's located at 39.4 north, 74.3 west. It's moving northeast at 31 miles per hour. Now, down in Texas, this is disturbance number 1, but it's an area of broad low pressure over South Texas. It's producing showers and thunderstorms over the northwestern Gulf of Mexico. Although development of this system is not anticipated, it is expected to drift westward and remain over land. Now, heavy rain and flash flooding will be possible along the Texas Gulf Coast over the next day or so. And bless your hearts, you people in southern Texas, you've been having flooding from this system for days now. I mean, severe flooding in places. Amarillo, all the places down in the southern parts have had so much flooding already. Looks like you could possibly have some more for the next day or so. Chance of this forming, though, is 0 for the next 2 days. You know, we've had 5 tropical systems already this year. 3 of those have had some sort of impact, whether it was a little or maybe a little more. Nobody's had severe impacts, not really severe impacts, but sure, we've had flooding, we've had power lines down, we've had rain, this, that, and the other, but I'm talking like real tropical bad stuff. We haven't had that yet, folks. I think that all of these storms are a preview of what may be to come. But, as I was saying, out of those 5 systems, North Carolina has had 3 of those systems to impact us. Yes, we have felt 3 of those systems as they've gone by. So, everybody, up and down these areas and moving on up. Get right for more storms to come. As of now, on the tracking map, Elsa is hanging right off the coast of Long Island here, New York, and up around Connecticut. This is where the tropical storm warnings are. They cover the coast of Massachusetts, Connecticut, Rhode Island, the islands out here in this area, and along with a portion of Long Island, New York. Heavy rain, gusty winds spreading across Long Island and northeastern United States from Elsa. We do have some good news. A tropical storm warning has been discontinued south of Sandy Hook, New Jersey. Tropical storm warning is in effect, though, for Long Island from East Rockaway Inlet to the eastern tip along the south shore and from Port Jefferson Harbor eastward on the north shore. New Haven, Connecticut to Merrimack River, Massachusetts, including Cape Cod, Block Island, Martha's Vineyard, and Nantucket. So you guys are still under the tropical storm warning. So far as the wind goes, these tropical storm conditions will spread into the warning area over the northeastern U.S. coast during the morning hours and continue through early afternoon. Now, it's gusty winds to portions of the Atlantic Canada tonight and Saturday after it becomes a post-tropical cyclone. Rain across northern New Jersey, Long Island, and southern and coastal New England. 2 to 4 inches of more rain with isolated totals up to 6 inches are possible through today, which of course can make some considerable flash and urban flooding. So, just be on the outlook in it. And if you come across flooded areas on the road, please don't drive through them. Now, tornadoes, they're very possible. I know, we all know, we've seen it happen many times. When we have these systems, tornadoes do pop up, and they are possible through the early afternoon over parts of Long Island and southern New England. We do have some areas in the lower 48 we need to look out for severe thunderstorms today, and these storms can have significant severe weather with them. And most of the really severe stuff is expected this afternoon into tonight across parts of the lower Missouri Valley and westward into parts of the north central high plains, as you can see right in here, especially in portions of eastern Illinois, southern Iowa, and north and northeastern Missouri. You need to pay attention because we do have a 5% chance of tornadoes in southern Iowa, portions of northern Missouri. This goes over to the coastlines just a little where the borders meet of Nebraska and Kansas. So be aware of that. 2% chance of tornadoes as Elsa moves on up and out over in the northeast. And where this 2% is, don't count it out. They happen all the time. So far as severe wind goes, where it's outlined in the black and the red, severe winds. These winds can pop up 50, 60, 70 miles per hour in gust, downdraft winds. Be aware of this from Missouri, eastern Illinois, and southern Iowa. 15% chance stretches all the way up to Wyoming and streaks down across Nebraska and Kansas. So be aware of the high winds. They're going to happen. And we do have severe hail, significant hail. This could be very, very large over in a portion of Missouri, Iowa, Nebraska, especially in the panhandle up here, moving over into Wyoming with these storms. So watch your skies, stay safe, and be aware because this stuff is very, very possible later this afternoon and into tonight. And here we have my future radar. You see your timestamps as I turn it on. Let it go through. You'll see where everything is happening. Tropical Storm Elsa. It, of course, is continuing to make this steady progress northeastward across the mid-Atlantic coast today. And it's going to accelerate. Book, as I showed you earlier, forward as it crosses the coastal portions of New England today. Now, this is going to bring a swath. If you're not in this swath of heavy rain, you're going to get some, but don't expect a big bad storm. But there is a swath of heavy rain from New Jersey to eastern Maine through this evening before it's going to exit over the southeastern Canada section with the potential for 2 to 4 inches of rain, and some could get even more than that, possibly 6 inches. And the wind should be in excess of 40 miles per hour possible with any of the convection bands that develop in association with Elsa. And these should be especially more on the east of the storm track. Now, some coastal flooding at times of high tide can also be expected. We got heavy rain also making the weather headlines across the Midwest and portions of the Texas Gulf Coast. Those poor, poor people, they have had it, folks. A slow-moving frontal boundary is expected to exist between the Ohio Valley and Central Plains through at least Saturday night, along with an upper-level disturbance approaching from the northern plains. Now, this is going to aid in the development of multiple mesoscale convection systems, and that could repeatedly affect the same general areas, particularly from Iowa to Indiana, where several inches of rainfall will be possible, along with numerous strong to severe storms. Now, further south across southeast Texas, you got more of a tropical system, and it's more of tropical downpours, and they are expected during the day today with onshore flow in association with a mid-level disturbance. Now, severe flooding has already happened in places in southern Texas, and it is growing as a slow-moving system has more showers and storms, and they're only going to aggravate the potential for more flooding today for you folks in southern Texas. The good news is that, though, there should be an abate in the coverage of rainfall and intensity by tonight and beyond for the Texas Gulf Coast. So hang in there, my friends. After tonight, it should get a little better for you. Temperature-wise, well, excessive heat is going to continue across much of the western U.S. as daytime highs soar well above normal. Highs well into the 90s for much of the Great Basin and widespread 100-plus degree readings for valley locations, with the heat worsening across the southwest by this weekend. We've got daily high temperature records that could be in jeopardy of being broken, particularly, I hate to say this, but for California and Nevada. Your highs could approach 115 to 120 for the lower elevations of Arizona and eastern California this weekend. Much above normal temperatures is going to persist across the Rockies and the Central Plains today also. Now, for parts of the Great Basin and northern Central Rockies, the combined hot and dry conditions may lead to a critical risk for fire weather through the end of this week, maybe into the weekend, particularly where some red flag warnings remain in effect, and that is in between Northern California and Wyoming. Thanks so much for watching, my friends. To all my faithful subscribers and all my new subscribers, thank you very much for checking out the weather forecast with me each and every day. I appreciate it so, so very much. Thanks for the donations you send me through YouTube or PayPal or even through the email. I appreciate that so much too. Thank you so much. I thank you for even watching my videos and sharing them. Thanks to everyone. Remember, if you're into the weather and you haven't subscribed, click that J7409 weather insignia down in the bottom right-hand corner. Click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all my latest weather videos as I put them out. Have a good day, a safe day, a blessed day. Peace, love, and kindness to each and every one of you. Thanks for watching.